Hi guys, so the long awaited video is finally here, and in this video I'm going to be revealing to you the two secrets why appointment at the Polish embassy has been very difficult, and why there've been high rate of visa rejection at the Polish embassy. Those who are victims of this Polish visa rejection scheme and appointment difficulty would know what I'm talking about. I want to let you know that in the beginning it was not so. Things weren't this difficult, when it comes to getting a Polish visa or appointment. That is why in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how we arrived at this point and why we have these problems today. All right, it's so important for you to know the source of problems, because if we are able to know the source of problems, we'll be able to know how to navigate, what to do, and to see if we can find a solution. If we can't find a solution at the moment, we can have a sense of redirection regarding where to turn to, which countries we should go to, and this is why I'm making this video, to share these things with you. All right, so if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, and also click on the bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop content. I drop content every week, so ensure that you're glued to this channel so that whenever I drop content, you'll be one of the first people to see it. And please like this video by clicking on the thumbs up button, all right, so that this video can be seen by so many people. In the beginning it was not so. Things were normal. We didn't have anything like paying agents to get appointment for you. I'm just saying based off on the country where I used to live, which is Turkey. I've never seen or experienced somebody paying an agent to get appointment for them, and I never did that. I remember that I could literally go to the VFS Global website and choose any date that is suitable for me out of the available slots. So things were kind of like not as difficult as it is now. So prior to COVID times, things weren't this difficult. So that the COVID time came with lockdown and other stuff, and because of that there were kind of restrictions, going to some countries. During the lockdown, people weren't allowed to move to certain places at certain times, so mobility was really affected. So this was the beginning of the problem, because at that time I remember the sister of my friend, getting an appointment for her was through an agent, so they had to pay an agent to get an appointment for her. I started hearing about people paying agents to get an appointment for them and all those stuff. You could really see that mobility was affected. The number of people that were coming to Poland that time reduced, so it became like the new normal, for them to just grant visas to few people. Just when it seemed like we were getting out of COVID, then the war between two neighboring countries intensified, because that was not the beginning of the war. The war started some years ago. In fact, the war added salt to injury. And because of the magnitude of the war this time around, so many people from one of these neighboring countries came into Poland for refuge. And as it stands now, the Polish government are focusing more on these people, that are taking care of them. I think some of them don't even pay for accommodation, My friend was telling me that some places were even turned into homes because of them, in order to accommodate them. The Polish government even offered them free transportation within Poland, free education, and other benefits. So you can see clearly that the Polish government are really focusing on these people. I know that in developed countries, every year they have certain number of people that they want to have into their countries, like immigrants, those who come for studies, who come to work, and other stuff. So if in the past they were supposed to give visa to 70 Nigerians to come into Poland, right? At this time around, they've even narrowed it to maybe 20 or even 10. This is the extent to what has been done. So the remaining percentage of the people that they want inside their country have been occupied by that neighboring country who fled into their country for refuge. So you can see the reason why they've been rejecting visas. It's just like they know that they will not give visas to a lot of people, but yet they are collecting visa applications. So you see the reason why appointment has been like that. And I feel this is an intentional act, and it is right for us to reveal it to you, those who know about it, and it is right for me to tell you this so that you know what is going on. In as much as we've talked about ways to avoid Polish visa rejection, ways to boost your visa chances, applying for a Polish visa nowadays is not a guarantee that you're going to get your visa. Of course, it's still important for you to do your best in order to avoid visa rejection, to do your best to speed up your visa chances, okay? It's still important for you to do your best, But then it's important to know the root of the problem so that you can make an informed decision. So why am I telling you this? I personally have coached people who contacted me that were rejected of their Polish visa, and I told them to do this, do that, and they came back to tell me that they got their visas. So this is why you still need to put in your best. You still need to implement those things that I said in my videos regarding the things that can help you to get your visa, your Polish visa, But then it's important that you know the truth. It's important that you know the source of the problem so that you can make an informed decision. Am I discouraging you from applying for a Polish visa? No. Am I discouraging you from coming to Poland? No. Am I discouraging you from coming to study in Poland? No. Am I discouraging you from coming to work in Poland? No. Because people are still getting visas and people are still coming to Poland every day. But then it's important that you know the root of the problem so that you make an informed decision, so that you can position your mind, so that you can position yourself and know what to do. It's important for you to know this so that you can position yourself and put it at the back of your mind that anything can happen, and so that you can be prepared for the aftermath of whatever situation comes out of it. So from all I've said, you can pinpoint that there are two things which ushered in these problems. That is high visa rejection, appointment difficulty, and these two things are COVID and the war between the two neighboring countries. So the question now remains, why are schools in Poland still giving admission to foreigners living outside Poland? And why is the immigration still giving work permits to foreigners living outside Poland? Well, there are reasons for that, and look at it this way. If the schools in Poland don't give admission to foreigners living outside Poland, and if the immigration doesn't give work permits to foreigners living outside Poland, how would the few people that they want still come into Poland? You see, I'm not discouraging you from coming to Poland. I myself live in Poland, and Poland is a beautiful country. There are opportunities in Poland. The education in Poland is good, at least kind of compared to a lot of schools in Africa or a lot of schools abroad. Polish education is good and affordable. But then I need to tell you the truth. You can still come to Poland. It is possible, if you don't give up. There are people that got rejected a couple of times and now they're in Poland. Let me just use a case study of my friend's sister who got denied a Polish visa, I think 2 or 3 times. But now she's in Poland, studying in Poland. It's possible, and in this channel I've made videos about different ways on how you can move to Poland, either via work permits or through studies or through volunteering. So you can check out other videos on my channel after watching this one. And also there are videos regarding other countries that you can check on my channel. Countries like Denmark, Sweden, Finland, USA, Canada, and other countries. So ensure that you look at those videos. One of the reasons why I'm making this video is not just to reveal to you why we have this high rate of visa rejection and appointment difficulty at the Polish embassy. It is also to help you to make an informed decision, to help you to have a sense of redirection. Now that we have this problem with Poland, don't make Poland your only choice, okay? Have a scale of preference, okay? So you have the countries that you prefer to go to, all right? If Poland is one of them, probably Poland is top on your list, okay? Make sure you make move to other countries too, make move regarding applying to opportunities in other countries. And in recent videos, I've proposed Finland as a place that I heard are giving visas compared to other European countries nowadays. And I've made several videos regarding how you can move to Finland, how you can apply to opportunities, or how you can find opportunities so that you can apply to them and move to Finland, okay? So ensure that you check out these videos. So guys, that will be it about this content. Ensure that you smash the like button, by clicking on the thumbs up icon in order for this video to be seen by so many people. And also please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and also click on the bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop content. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Till I come your way again, have a great time. See you in my next video.